For those of you who are not aware, I used to work at an escape room. But my love for escape rooms did not begin with the physical rooms we see popping up all over major cities all around the world, but almost 20 years ago in my room on my computer. The escape room genre of games is one I have always loved and one that I have seen done so well and so badly. So I decided during lockdown I would try a few new ones I have found in the App Store to let you guys know which ones are worthwhile. First up, Prison Escape. So, as is obvious, the aim of Prison Escape is to escape your imprisonment. You start off in a prison cell, but once you escape that prison cell, your game is not ended. One of the great things about this app is that the game is split into a number of different levels. Most escape room apps you play will have one main room or a few different rooms, but that are all connected, but it's one game. It's one giant level that you have to stop and start in order to finish usually. You could do, then finish, go away, come back, start the next one. You didn't have to remember exactly what you have done and where you were up to and what you had and what you had found and all of that, which I find can be a frustrating thing when you're playing just an escape room game that is one giant level that unless you finish it in the entire 2-3 hours you've got, you have to stop and start and stop and start. Most of the puzzles I liked. I can only think of one particular level where there was an instance that I didn't really enjoy the solution to a particular puzzle. Even then, I can't even remember what the puzzle was, so it didn't stick in my mind as a major sore point. I found that if there was a puzzle that took me a little bit of time to get, that once I got the answer, I liked the logic behind it. There is nothing more frustrating than playing a game like this and getting a puzzle that you don't think is logically thought out. I understand that everyone's brains work differently, but I have definitely played puzzles in the past where the logic behind them is really just tenuous links made in the creator's brain. Without a foundation of logic that isn't just individualistic to the creator, games can become really frustrating. And often you can reach a puzzle that you get the answer to but feel there is no great logic behind it that makes sense, that you will quit the game. This game was not like that. I was also really happy that once I had finished the Prison Escape game, which had something like 8 or 9 levels, there were a few individual one-off levels of different themes underneath. For the most part, these were all equally as fun. And I'm excited to see that underneath there were another 4 or 5 new levels that are going to come out sometime in the future. Once you finish the prison cell level, you get a taste for what the game is about. And in order to finish the other levels, or even attempt the other levels, you have to pay. I paid, I believe, $3. This, to me, was well worth it, because the other levels were equally as good as the first. The only negatives I can really find with this game is that none of the puzzles were really that difficult. There were a couple of puzzles that took me a little longer than others, but I never used a hint and I never felt like I needed to use a hint. This is not necessarily a bad thing, as it's nice to finish a game all on your own merit. However, I do like to feel stumped by a puzzle. Even if I have to get a hint to get the answer to a puzzle, I find that being stumped on a puzzle helps me develop my lateral thinking even more. And when I finally do get the answer, if I don't get it myself, if it is a logical answer, which I feel like if these guys made harder puzzles, they would be logical, then I would enjoy it. And my brain game would be better off for it. Still, this is really a minor criticism, because in this time when I was looking for something that I could just do here and there to take my mind off what's going on and to have a bit of a relax, this app was great. For me, this app deserves an 8 out of 10. Although the puzzles were not massively taxing, nor were they incredibly new and innovative, I found them fun and lighthearted in a really nostalgic and enjoyable way. For those who want to use their brains, but also want to feel like they are getting a break from the hard work that is life at the moment, I would highly recommend this app. Okay, there will be more escape room app reviews coming your way in the coming weeks, but until then, keep your brain active, wash your hands, and have fun. Bye, guys.